kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Tillery, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, DeVonta Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders from 17 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 78 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground and picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Hurts. Rolling to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Good footwork at the 30. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because
this is intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks.
And Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Hurts fumbles it. And picked up by the Chargers. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. 20, 10, 5. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
When you're set up to return a punt, you've got to keep eyes on the punter at all times. If you don't, sometimes this is the result. A fake punt turns into a run, and now it's a touchdown against you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Herbert will find Williams on the slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. Herbert now. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Play action. It's Herbert. And this is Cook with the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Herbert on first down now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Kelly. Touchdown, Chargers. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. 7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. And even 20 yards for Austin Eckler. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Well, that's complete to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 30 on second down, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Hurts going to keep it again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 51 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now it's Herbert.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Herbert. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cook.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
Herbert back to the air.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Second down and goal. Herbert got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Steps away. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers, It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
To the air again, Herbert.
He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Jared Cook there to make the grab. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Once more, here's Eckler.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Chris Watkins.
54 yards.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah, college, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Flushed out right.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
That's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
From the 39, Herbert trucks over him.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he'll muscle it right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the